Doctor Strange. Stephen Strange was a brilliant surgeon before an accident ruined his hands. Now he defends our reality from supernatural threats as Earth's Sorcerer Supreme. Hello and welcome to the Centurions Corner, and today we are reviewing from Marvel Legends Doctor Strange. Now I almost picked up the Cumberbatch version from No Way Home. However, they kind of confirmed this, and then all of a sudden it was out already. I was expecting it to be a lot further down the line in the year, but here he is. I bought him on Star Action Figures for the regular price, actually. So it's really nice to see him, and with all these accessories as well. I think it was the regular price. Maybe I'm thinking wrong. But yeah, looking cool. Got extra heads. We've got extra hands. We've got effects. We've got weapons and everything that's going for it, and it's in the way I really like my Marvel Legends figures, which is in the traditional old comic way that I've always known. So on the front here we can see the window, which we already displayed. On the side we have got Dr. Stephen Strange, and then again on this side, and on the back we have that picture once again, plus his bio. So without further ado, let's just crack this bad boy open. Alright, so here he is in his blister pack, and again I like showing off the backdrop in these characters because they're always different to each one, unless they're in a sort of serious part. So obviously we've got the window here from his Sanctum Centurion, and yeah, it's not looking too bad, but I think they could have done a little bit different on that one there. But looking at the figure itself, go through his Windows display here so we can actually see the whole more of his the accessories that he comes with. But first of all, we get our first impressions of Stephen. Let's just take him out. So he's got an extra little bit here. I think his cape is going to get caught in this. So there he goes. But so yeah, looking really nice. That face sculpt is looking magnificent on there, and the figure seems pretty cool and robust and quite nice, and the cape looking not too bad, but we'll see if it gets in the way of any of his poses. So I'll take him away, put him in some many poses of Stephen Strange, and we'll see you in a minute. So here he is out of the box, and actually been playing with him and taking some poses and photos and stuff like that. It's actually a really nice figure, and Hasbro are really knocking these sort of retro looking ones out of the park. Even though this isn't actually part of the retro line, it comes action packed with all these accessories, and accessories are amazing considering like the price of this figure. It's kind of what every kind of figure should have, you know, all these alternative hands, alternative sort of weapons, different spells, different heads. It just got it all. And I must admit, I'm not actually a massive fan of Doctor Strange. Well, let's correct that. I really like Doctor Strange in the movies. When it comes to the comics, I never really read a Doctor Strange comic. So everything I kind of know is actually from the MCU, unfortunately, or his appearances in Spider-Man in the 90s, etc. You know. But so I had to kind of Google some of these extra kind of things that he comes with, so I won't go into detail because I would just butcher it, but we'll just look at them anyway and go through with them on there. So what accessory do we start with? Well, first of all, let's just start with the normal accessories that it comes with. It comes with two spell effects that can sit around his wrist. In the smaller part here, this is the better one for his wrist, and then he's got the larger one to go on his upper hand. Again, made of that sort of hardish kind of plastic, that plastic I don't really like. It's kind of like a Christmas cracker, but yeah, nonetheless it's alright, and it's quite nice. Got the extra kind of bits up here done in a different kind of orange there to represent the kind of Doctor Strange sort of spell that he does. And yeah, actually this is the first figure I think it actually sort of suits him, but I suppose the other ones that I do have is Doctor Doom and Scarlet Witch, so it kind of suits this guy a little bit better, maybe because it's like a two-toned on there anyway. The other accessory that it comes with is this giant He-Man axe. So I had to look on Google on there, and it's apparently, I don't know, there was a couple of things on there, but it's a really powerful axe that he found in the centre of the moon or something like that, but I'm not too sure. You can comment down below and just to let other viewers read up on that if you do know. But yeah, the detail on there is really nice. It's really done in that really nice sort of metal on there. You've got the weathering as well, which is pretty cool, and those details there on both sides, and the chippings as well. Going down, you've got a nice sort of like metal handle, well, black metal handle down into the grip part down there, and again that has got a really nice looking details on the bottom of it, and it's weathered as well. So yeah, just for like an off kind of thing, you never see this on like Black Series. It's always like a really plasticky, horrible looking thing. So the other accessory it comes with is a wand, and I think, is it Watoom? I think I discovered what it was called. So it's got this extra little head up the bottom here, and one down here, again done in a sort of gold plastic, and with the handles and all that detail there as well. I thought it actually might come apart, because I noticed it did in one of the pictures. It was part of like a free part of the wand and the two head parts up here. These do actually rotate. I thought it might screw off and all that, but it doesn't. But I guess if you wanted to remove them, you probably could if you put them under hot water. The other accessories it comes with is obviously two alternative hands. We have one that's kind of like axe ready and stuff on there. The only thing that's a bit weird is that the fingernails are showing. So obviously these are just repainted, obviously human hands, but as you mean, there's no gloves on there because we have the fingernails, which is a bit strange. And then we have a punching hand as well for him, which I think is a bit off. I think we need another open hand so I could alternate the sort of accessories in the other hand. I don't know why he would have a punching hand, to be honest. It is Doctor Strange. So, and the other accessories that it comes with are these alternative heads, which are pretty cool. So we have this blue headed head, and this one here is supposed to be, he did actually wear a mask back in the day, taking it on like that. But again, I could be wrong, but that's kind of what I read really quickly on Google. So yeah, it's not too bad. Really nice sort of the eyes sort of thing. It's a bit metallic, but looking on the camera, they're coming up a little bit green on there. So apart from that, it is pretty cool. And then we have the alternative head here with him actually got his eyes closed and a little bit more ruffled up hair, looking a little bit more kind of sort of like he's at his wit's end and he's going to try and sort of like win the day. And comparing those two heads there, you can see like the hair and all that is really kind of more unkept and stuff there on the side. So with that, we can actually go through this guy's articulation, and the articulation on this guy is actually pretty good, but obviously it's hindered by this ginormous cape that we have on the back. So head wise, we go left, we can go right, we can look down, and he can look up. The only thing is sort of like really the head movement's really kind of like hindered by this giant cape. So at the arm here, we've got rotation around all the way up this way. There's no kind of butterfly joint in there, but it is kind of a little bit more raised up from inside there, so you can get a little bit more motion coming to the front. We have got rotation here at the elbow, and it's on a single elbow joint that comes up to about 90. We've got rotation at the wrist, and it's on a hinge. And then we have a hinge here at the diaphragm, and then we have a waist swivel here at the belt cut. Back wise, we can go this far, and then forward, we can go this far. Leg wise, they can come up this far, forward, back, upper thigh rotation. We've got a double knee joint here, a boot cut as well, and a rocker and a pivot. And these legs are actually the new retro Spider-Man legs as well. I compared them, it's the same details and all that. So these are the retro Spider-Man legs that you do get with them. Unfortunately, again, at the top here, this is quite a thick piece of plastic, so the leg wise sort of opening them up a little bit is a little bit hindered on there. So with that, we can actually go straight into the detail of Doctor Strange, and we'll just take this off because it's annoying me. We just put those back on there. And the detail is where this guy really comes out. It's a really nice head sculpt. It's done really good. You know, it's more kind of, it is cartoony, but it's kind of realistic at the same time. The paint application on there is absolutely really nice. The hair is really cool as well. Kind of swept off into the back and swept over as well. So we'll take this one off and we can look at the alternative heads on him. So obviously this is the more sort of unkept eyes closed head, which is on there like this. And as you can see, looking pretty cool. And then we can take this one off and we can chuck on this head, the hooded one, which I think just looks a bit strange with his naked neck, but it's nice that they actually give us this extra head to add on, which is I don't think I would ever use it. I was actually kind of thinking of maybe doing a Black Series custom with this one with that alien head. I don't know, maybe some sort of Jedi or something or other like that. Anyway, let's put on this head and we can go through the rest of the actual sculpt on there. So now we look at the cape. So the cape is just really too thick. I think sometimes Marvel Legends might need to go down to the ways of cloth. I think that's the next way now. They're sort of like doing sort of pinless elbows and stuff like that. I do think we might need some soft goods down the line. I think they do it with the Marvel Legends Black Series. I think they might need to do it with this one here. So as you can see, it's got that kind of swept look down here. We've got that embroidered kind of look on this part here and down here, but they look more like cracks than a kind of like a nice looking pattern and around. But it goes up onto the top of the cape up here, and as you can see, I have got a little bit of paint chipping away at the top there. Unfortunately, the inside of the collar is just kind of like the red, but the yellow around on here, it is a bit sort of sloppy around on this part. And then we have the sort of gold brooch there on that part. Going down to his actual torso, so it's just all blue with the detailing on here. Got really nice kind of like ruffles of his cloth material there, where it's all pushed up. It's quite nice. It's really done in a really nice detail. On the gloves itself, we've just got the speckled black dots on the yellow. Again, just a normal sash, no sort of wash or anything on there to highlight the details. And around on the back, it goes all the way around. And then obviously the blue tunic, and then down to pure black trousers all the way down. So yeah, it is a really nice looking Doctor Strange to put on the shelf with all the sort of like the newer kind of retro line that I've got, and I'm really glad that I've got him because I'm trying to get the MCU characters into in the comic form to go on the shelf. So yeah, looking forward to more. So I highly recommend this guy. He's just brand new out, so go out there, try and get him as quick as you can. He's really cool. So he's just hitting the stores now, and especially for that price with all these accessories, it's amazing. It's really good because you've got loads of alternative pictures and stuff like that. And I'm sorry, Mr. Strange, don't hurt me for knocking you over. So don't forget, you can comment down below, you can subscribe, you can ding the bell, you can follow me on Instagram, you can sort of donate to the PayPal, you can even join the channel to help out, so even more reviews and all that will be hitting it down. I think it's just the price of a monthly magazine. So thank you once again, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye!